Welcome to another Arkansas Wild Man Survival. Today we're rendering some lard and we'll have some good old cracklings with a rind on it because I scraped my hog. Well, one of them, and the other one was skinned. We had a 3-family hog killing, and I supplied the hog, so I got the whole hog, and the other two got a half for helping. One helped me scrape, the other one skinned. But I got a big pile of lard to render, and cracklings is what you get by the byproduct. So that's what we're doing today. Is cooking the fat and rendering it out. And we'll have us some good old cracklings, sprinkle with some salt for a snack. A lot of people like crackling cornbread. But I got my dipper here to strain the cracklings, and that way I have my grease, my lard. So what I'm doing now is cutting the fat down into smaller pieces so it'll render better. I washed up some old nut containers. That's plastic, but they're pretty good sized containers. And I'll show one here directly. And when my lard cools, that's what I'm going to let it pour it in. I washed it and everything. Washed them. But yeah, you want to cut your lard into smaller pieces and just add a little bit in there at a time and watch your lard. Make sure it don't build up too high, and you want to keep it stirred. That way you'll have you some fresh pig lard to fry your taters and chicken in. Or you could use it in making soaps. There's lots of things you can do with a lard. And anymore, it's pretty expensive in stores if you get it in a bucket. Of course, anything is anymore. But I got to grind sausage after a while. I made my bacon, and I made some salt bacon. I got some bacon with a rind on it curing in the refrigerator. And then I got some bacon without the rind curing in the refrigerator. And then I just went ahead and cut up, I don't know how many bags of fresh bacon. Some with a rind on it, some without. Because like I said, one was scraped, it'll have the rind on it. And the one that was skinned, it won't have it on there. So. There's both big hogs. And I dispatched them with my 9mm. It's funny. I can sit here and aim with that 9mm and I won't hit a blooming thing. But I can sit there and point it at something I want to shoot, and it falls over just like that. But point it like a gangster and it'll fall over, But I wanted to try it and see how it did on it. Usually use a 22, but like I said, I just wanted to try out that Taurus 9mm. And it did a good job on the hog. And I got to be on baby goat watch today. I don't know if she's acts like she wants to go in labor, but every time I'm watching, she quits pushing. So I'm giving her some time, and then if I have to help, which I hope I don't have to, but this is her first one, so I'm giving her time to be alone and have it, hopefully. If not, I may have to be vet here in a minute and pull babies. I think she's going to have more than one. You can see what's left is the crackling. And man, that's some good eating right there. I love it with just sprinkle of salt and sit there and eat. Anyway, that's what Wild Man's doing today. Rendering out the lard and on baby watch, and then I got to grind sausage. But yeah, that pig made a lot of bacon. Big old boneless pork chops. And I did all the butchering, all the processing of mine myself. The way I always do it. And it's a long job. It was 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock this morning before I got to go to bed, because I kept check on the goat and I had to do up all that meat, ribs and bacon and ham. And the shoulders, I decided I'd just grind the shoulders into sausage. And then I got my fat. And I saved some fat for my sausage, but I had so much fat. They were so fat that I got a sack in the freezer. Besides this, I just didn't want to take up freezer space, so I wanted to go ahead and render it out today and visit with you fine folks a little bit. But you can see that's got skin on it. I'll pause this and I'll go get that container and I'll show you what I was talking about. Dry roasted macadamia nuts. These containers here, I washed them up, and that's when my oil cools, my lard cools, that's what I'm going to pour it up in. And I have a handy container of, because we got a bunch of these, and that was in giveaways. They like food giveaways. They like to include those things, so I feed them to the hogs, so it don't go to waste. But I repurposed the little container. Add some more fat. Y'all don't only survive but thrive. And always, thanks for watching Arkansas Wild Man Survival. But we're rendering this out some good old cracklings today. And some lard. God bless you, and thanks for watching Arkansas Wild Man Survival.